Oh, hello there. This is a video about the Google Nest versus the Google Wi-Fi Original. It's not very good naming by Google, they should really sort that out. Anyway, we've just moved house, that's probably why there hasn't been, well, it is why there hasn't been any videos. And I don't know what it is about this new house, but I think the walls are made out of like dinosaur bones and depleted uranium, but the Wi-Fi just doesn't pass through the walls. So we're like, fuck, we need to get some sort of mesh Wi-Fi type thing going on. So we're like, let's go Google. They all cost a bunch of money, and this seems to be one of the better ones with one of the sort of stronger signals, I guess. So we picked up the router, or router if you're American, and also some of these. These are like the access points. And for reasons, I needed to get one of the old ones, and I got it. I unboxed it today, and I noticed some differences. Obviously, they're two different products, but there's part of it which I kind of like more. And this is not a review of any of the things that matter about performance, really, or anything like that. There's more about like the aesthetics of the device and some things that they changed that I don't know why they changed. So here is the new guy. It just has a single plug in the back and a little mutey thing. And one of the cool features about this is it's also a Google Assistant voicey guy. It lights up, it plays music, and all that crap, which is kind of cool. Not required in any way, but kind of cool. And the old one, if I bring it in, doesn't have any of that, but it does have some things this one doesn't. I mean, for a start, I don't know if I think I might like the way it looks more, but this one's quite different because you have Ethernet sockets in it. And there's a few other differences as well, which I find kind of interesting. Changes they made that I don't know why they did. So with this system, I think you start off with just a bunch of these. They're all kind of identical, and you can either wire them or not wire them. And whereas with this guy, you have one base router unit, and then you add as many of these as you need to sort of boost your signal. And long story short, in the part of the house, we need to actually go through some power lines to get the Wi-Fi going. And also, the idea is this extends the Wi-Fi the other end. So that's why I've got it. But I'm not sure why they removed the ability to have Ethernet ports on this guy. It seems like a weird oversight. B, look at this. Look at this guy. That's a USB-C. This thing's powered by USB-C, and this thing is a little barrel jack, like a semi-proprietary little barrel connector thing. I don't know why they changed that. USB-C is just better in all the ways. I'm not sure if this required, like, these are specific power requirements, which means that they'd rather ensure you give it good power via the barrel. That's probably what it is, but USB-C is awesome. I like that. This thing isn't smaller, but it looks smaller. It's sort of slightly wider. It's not quite as tall. I know there's a difference in radios between these. Like, this one is the better bit of kit as for its primary function, but I kind of like how this looks. And other little things, like, I kind of preferred unboxing it. I haven't got the box of the other one with me, but this one is probably more wasteful. It has plastic in it, but it comes in a box with a lid. Move that out of the way. It's got a lid on it. And yeah, also one thing they changed with the power cable is to retain the wire. They've got this little plastic shrink wrap, and the newer packaging seems more eco-friendly. It uses less materials, hasn't got like this extraneous foam on top. This is a piece of plastic in the middle. But one thing they did change is they got rid of those bits of like film and replaced it with these for retaining the cables, which are using much more plastic. I don't know why, but that's a thing they did. And that's kind of it, really. This is kind of fun. It's a little flippy lid with some sticker on it and a sleeve on top, and the paperwork's kind of nicer inside. And yeah, it has Ethernet ports, and I don't know why they removed the Ethernet ports. I think construction-wise, construction quality, this is like a nice soft touch material. I think this might pick up fingerprints worse, and this feels more like just a thing made out of plastic. It feels unremarkable. It has seam lines, that kind of stuff. But that kind of thing doesn't really matter, because this is not a fashion device that sits in your pocket or something that's really a bit of decoration. I guess you see these and, you know, it should look kind of inoffensive and nice, and this certainly fits the bill with that, but there's nothing wrong with the way this looks. And why don't you get rid of the Ethernet ports, man? I ain't down with that. Like, I think maybe there could be confusion between which ones are points and which ones are routers. The weird thing is these cost more than a router. So yeah, this costs about the same as the new router. This one costs more than the router, probably because all the speakers and crap in it. But yeah, it's a really weird one. Maybe people get confused and thinking this is the router and trying to, or would have gotten confused and plugged cables into it. But yeah, it's a weird one. But yeah, that's kind of the video. I don't know what the point of this was really, but yeah, there's some videos in the backlog that I haven't uploaded yet because, you know, which I might come out, so you might get a different lighting setup. This is just a room with lights. I haven't got a lighting setup. I record these on my phone, but yeah, that's the difference between these two routers. In terms of performance, I've not plugged this in yet. I have no idea. These seem pretty damn good. They seem really good, in fact. The base router itself, router, whatever, is really great compared to the one provided by my ISP, which is Vodafone in the UK, and they're garbage, but the internet's cheap. The range on this, the standard router is a shitload better, and this makes a big difference as well, having some of these around. So that's kind of the end of the video. Bye.